says we've entered the sacred grove.
Quite mealy.
Yeah.
They'll be great for cider.
Perfect for cider. Yeah.
But they're good. They're still good. Okay.
The other day, our friend Alex took us to this historic homestead that is in the mountains, surrounded by protected land. And there is a grove of apple trees growing. And when we got there, the trees were filled with apples and the ground was covered in apples, and the only people that seemed to be there harvesting anything were the squirrel people and the bear people. So we harvested as many apples as we could, and it inspired us to make the theme of this week's video about how you can find free, organic,
Here, get it.
and wild food for you and your family.
Oh, yeah.
Go! Fly your best!
Got him. So you go put him in the basket?
This one mine, this one yours.
Perfect. Let's go put him in the basket. It's like what video games are trying to be. It's our birthright.
Mic check. 1, 2, 3. So those of you that can't or don't want to find some secret little orchard nestled into the mountains, there's also opportunities to get free food in cities as well. Here we are pulling up to this organization that just offers completely free local food.
How about that?
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
You guys have a good day.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Eat that!
Oh yeah, look at all this free food that they just gave us. Thank you.
Have bread in there.
Yeah, there's bread in there.
Why? I have bread.
You want some bread right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want any red tomatoes or green tomatoes or both?
Wiggle.
What should we do?
You ever do fried green tomatoes?
I've never done it.
Get
but I
some
could
good
try.
cornmeal
Yeah?
and then fry them up. Yeah. They're awesome. You can make great tacos with them.
Ooh, yum.
Fried green tomato tacos.
Okay, awesome. We'll try it. Thank you.
Okay.
This is amazing. Hi.
Is this two families or one family? Because
Just-
each of you,
Just one family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be personal, I just know I can give you more if you say two families.
Well, it looks like we've got plenty right now.
There you go, y'all have a
Awesome.
good week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye now.
bountyandsoul.org. It's so nice. This is so nice. Oh, that smells so good. Smell this. This is dill. What is that? Is that dill? Oh.
Well, we're here twice a week, every week. Come as often as you need.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great week. Wow. I can't believe this. Have you ever experienced anything like this?
No, just free, just like station to station.
And they're so nice.
I know.
I want to go work there.
I know.
Or
that's
volunteer
so
there.
beautiful.
So I'm so excited with what I'm holding. Elliot and I, ever since we began our wolfing adventures, we've put a huge priority in terms of feeding our family really healthy, fresh produce. Our grocery bill has just felt insane. And Elliot and I eat so much. And so we remembered when we were in Black Mountain, just camping, this random woman came up to us and then she's like, oh, have you ever heard of Bounty and Soul?
Bounty and Soul.
And we're like, no. And she talked about how it was this program and how you can go get free food. And we were like, well, you know, I don't know if we qualify for something like that. And she says that they don't ask you about your name or your information. They don't care about like your financial situation. It's just free, healthy food, mostly generated from local farmers, fresh produce. So we remembered that like yesterday and we were like, we should just go check it out. And I cannot believe what we received.
And what's so cool is it's a local nonprofit that was started by a woman who was food insecure, and she just believed that no community should have members in it that don't have access to nutritious food and the knowledge to prepare nutritious meals. So like this is just like come as much as you want, take produce. Like there's like 3 stations, there's like flowers and herbs.
They
and,
also
like,
offer
produce.
free classes on how to cook with this food.
Yeah, they were walking around when we were in line and offering us samples of these potatoes, and they have classes on how to prepare food. So I have to imagine that things like this exist in other communities that are not based off of your income, just providing food for the community.
And it's not just empty calories, it's good vibrant
Yeah, so
food.
what's so cool is it's fresh herbs and broccoli, local bread from a bakery, so many potatoes, green tomatoes. They even like made these little hand-packed berry medleys. Yeah, they must work with like local stores because there's even like salsa in here. So we're really excited to know about programs like this.
When I was recalling what the lady told me, I couldn't remember the name. And so I just literally Googled free food near me. And that's when I was like, oh, here it is, here's the program. So that's just like one tip maybe is if you're trying to save money, don't feel like you need to be too proud to do things like this. Like get scrappy, let's figure out like how do we get our families fed? How do we get nice, fresh, organic vegetables and produce on the table without it costing so much?
And for us, you know, like we have officially been not making much money for the last like year and a half, almost 2 years now, but for us it's such a priority to feed our family nutritious meals, and that is not something that we're willing to compromise on. We are buying all of our belongings from thrift stores and found objects, borrowing from friends. It's such a priority for us to feed our family nutritious meals, so to know programs like this exist where you don't have to compromise the food that you're feeding your family, it's just such a beautiful thing to me.
I just feel like that is the future. Like this is what we need to be doing to build thriving communities.
And also what's so cool is we're going on and on, we love it, but there's so many small land holdings and farmsteads here, and there's such a priority on supporting small local farmers, and that is the future in our eyes. So it's just so cool that an organization like this not only supports and helps the public, but supports small local regenerative organic agriculture, and not even those, like just local farming in general. Eat local. Where are we at, Uma?
A forest.
A food forest? There's a wind chili?
A wind city.
It's becoming fall.
Why?
Let us see you.
Why?
I see you a little bit.
Why?
There's a little hole.
There's some jujubes up here, but we don't have a ladder, so we can't reach those.
Can you shake it?
Shake it. I don't know if I can even reach those branches.
Here, let me try. I'm gonna do this in PE class!
Oh my god.
I want my jujubes!
I at least like want to try one. I've never had one. Oh,
drop.
I think some fell.
Here.
Oh, they're falling. Yay.
Got him. Good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the nut.
It's a nut?
Yeah.
This one's soft, this one's hard.
Have you guys ever had a jujube?
All I know about jujube is the drag queen.
Me too.
Jujubee.
Jujubes. Uma, we're gonna try one. It's kind of cool that the trees are marked.
Huh?
The trees are marked.
Yeah, that's nice. That's helpful.
Matt, it's a pawpaw tree. Uma, do you see the figs?
But we want to leave it because it's not ready to be eaten yet.
Sweet and yummy.
What is it?
Mango.
Persimmon.
Ooh, it does kind of smell like a mango, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's eat it. It's a fruit?
Yeah.
Fun.
No, what?
We had persimmon trees in our backyard too.
We did? We
Yeah.
had so many things that I was
I'm
so
not
oblivious to.
Nettles.
I think we're a little late to reap all the benefits of this edible park, so I'm going to ask our neighbors Liv and Alex if they'll teach us their foraging tricks. So that's what we'll do next. Maybe today, tomorrow,
Sometime this week.
sometime before that hurricane.
Storm rolls
Yeah.
in. Hi, Uma. Hi.
I love you.
I love you and I like you too.
So how do you roast the chestnuts? Over an open. You do it in the oven?
You cut a little X into them.
Yeah,
And then,
like
Okay.
before you cook them,
Yeah.
you knife a little X.
I've
into
never
them.
eaten one.
oh my god, are you serious?
No, I've never.
They are the most
We have to
delicious
like
food
prepare
in
them
the
all together
world.
then.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Definitely.
I heard it's like the bread of the forest,
Oh,
or what
it's-
is
oh
this?
my god,
So
it's so
delicious.
sweet.
You can make flour out of it. It's
Really?
amazing.
They're so good. They're like they're sweet. Have you had them?
Just like natural.
No, when we were in Istanbul, we like smelled them because they were like roasting them like all up and down the like main streets,
Yeah.
but
It's not
We
just
never
like,
bought
they're
any.
wild, so we should eat
So,
them. You know, it's
this will
like,
be
no,
my first.
This is
They're
way more
good.
exciting than we
Yeah.
haven't had chestnuts. It's so cool.
I think we get this idea that in order to forage food that you have to go deep into the woods, and that isn't the case. Today we are actually walking down the road near where we are staying to some Chinese chestnut trees. So obviously if you're planning on harvesting in a neighborhood or near private property, it's always good to ask permission through a written letter or just approaching your neighbor. But usually if things are in the road or all over the ground, you can assume that they're free game. Liv and Alex have been watching these trees closely as the chestnuts begin to ripen and fall to the ground, and they're beginning to cover the road and the ditch next to the road. So we are going to harvest them and then roast them this evening. Show me what you got already.
Big ones. Yeah, the big ones. But
My first chestnut. So you just eat it right here, right now, right?
just take a big.
Also, like, this is a way to try seasonal food that is regional for you, and also maybe a way to try food that you can't commonly obtain in a grocery store or even at a farmer's market.
They're like a candied kind of like yam texture. They're very much up there for one of my favorite foods of all time.
Uma, are you finding any?
No, these are starfishes.
They're all starfish? Uma, do you see them in the tree?
No,
You don't?
a hiding.
They're hiding. And it can be a really fun ritual for you and your family to do to really celebrate the season and the time of year, and a festive way to gather with loved ones and friends and to make it a communal act to share in together.
This one is mine.
Okay, great.
You wanna go put it in the basket?
Put it in the basket?
Yeah.
Oh, try again.
Let me take this one. You take
Okay, I'm gonna throw it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Where we're from, I feel like so many of the things that you feel like you have to do as a family always cost money. It's like always going to like amusement parks or going to places where you'd spend all this money to do like family quality time, or like where we're from, pumpkin patches, and it gets so expensive. So I love this because not only are you saving money from your grocery bill, but you're having like fun with your family, and it's totally free. I feel like we just need to like incorporate more of these things to like take back our power and realize like you can just enjoy your family with not spending any money.
Look at that, he's running.
You gotta say red light.
You can't pick it up until you say green light.
Green light.
Oh.
Red light.
She's gone. Look at Charlie.
Is it good?
Yeah, it is really good. It's creamy.
Uma, did you try one?
No.
You want
Do
some?
you want to try one?
No.
It's
yummy.
sweet. It's sweet. It's like
Sweet.
It's like dessert.
No.
I mean, it is dessert. Remember we harvested these earlier today. Remember
These are the ones
down the road.
Me?
Yeah, you picked it.
Remember we handed them to you and you threw them in the basket. These are them.
They were in those spiky things and we opened them up.
So good.
Do you want to try one then? You did all that work. Don't you want to
Look,
try
I
it?
peeled one.
It's like
It's fine.
we should have been like, no, you can't have any.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. duh.
you don't get any. So a couple tips about wild foraging or like foraging out into the world is it's always good to make sure that you're with someone that knows what they're doing and knows how to identify a plant, because there are a lot of poisonous lookalikes. So it's always good to begin your foraging journey with someone that has done it before, or they recommend bringing 2 guidebooks. That way you can make sure that you are clearly identifying a plant. But I always think it's fun to just start with like really obvious things, right? Like picking like red clover from your yard and making tea,
tree or pine needles and making like a tea out of that. Like just doing something that you know you can already identify, and then from there I think that you'll just get really addicted to the act of wild foraging in your neighborhood and beyond into like wild places. So I just can't encourage you enough to go out there and just like try it out, and I promise you'll be addicted. Yeah, and that simple small act will really make you feel empowered and rebellious and excited to just find other ways that you can feed yourself and nourish yourself outside of like the system. And we would love to hear any tips that you all have of ways that you forage for things or that you found free food for you and your family. I know that during these times of inflation and things being expensive, it can feel kind of stressful. So like, what are some ways that you've made it an exciting adventure to show up and feed your family and nourish yourselves? We'd love to hear them. If you want to drop them down in the comments below.
How good is that? Your butt.
With my butt.
The giant jar.
I know. With like just a glass of it.
Yum.